Hi, Steve here. Welcome to this overview on Australia Race Radar. This was designed in 2011 and since then we have done a few other things and that with it, and now we are just relaunching it now with some improved features. So let's jump into it. First of all, what does Australia Race Radar does? Well, it gives us access to form and ratings for all the meetings in Australia only. So today we've got 3 meetings here on the Monday and we've got 3 tomorrow. It usually gives us between 2 and 3 days in advance meetings. So you can see 2 days there. How we access the meetings is we click on the meeting that we want to look at, say Tamworth, click on it. Then we've got all the races here that we can see. We can either take all the races, click on that, and by clicking on this little button here it will arrange them in race order. So we've got all race 1, then all of race 2. So we have a mass look at all the meeting in one screen, and the advantage of this is as we scroll right to the bottom we can export all of this meeting directly into Excel by clicking on export here. We can see now it is exported. If I click on that, it will open up an Excel with all the meeting. So you can see now we've got all the races here in one Excel spreadsheet, so we can use that way, and the ratings are down here. Okay, otherwise we can close this one here and look at doing it race by race if that's what we want to do. And there's a method that I like. If we go to a race, say pull up a race, okay, this one here, this is a single race, and we can just download that single race if we want to by clicking on export here, and it'll only just do this one race. They're in order here, but when you put them into Excel they change back into the sort order by saddlecloth number. So that is race by race, and what it gives you here is the score, and anything on here we can alternate by clicking on the top tab. So we can put the jockeys in alphabetical order, trainers, barriers, weights, etc. or scores, which is the lowest from the highest or the highest to the lowest. This one here is a good one. Skilled Assassin, for example, is at 81 and Positive Mind is at 65. This is what I like using, and I'll show you results in a minute, of the 15 plus, where the top rated horse, in this case Skilled Assassin, is 15 points or more than the second horse, Positive Mind. If that happens and the top score horse is over 50, then I use that in my 15 plus plan, and I'll show you some results of that. Skilled Assassin, actually that race has just run, and you wouldn't believe it, it was probably 8, 9, 10 lengths last, and it got up to run 4th within a length or so of the winner, and the winner was, to add salt to the wound, was Positive Mind, which paid $5.60. Never mind, so this is how Australian Race Radar works. Now let's just have a look at an example of the 15 plus plan from the Saturday that's just been. So we can see here the 15 plus plan. So as I said to you, the top horse has to be more than 15 points from the second horse. So in Sydney on the 12th of October, it was a pretty big race day up there. Big race day, the carnival down in Adelaide, down in Victoria as well. Our first selection came in race 3, that was 15 points or more, ran 3rd and paid $2. In Sydney race 5 we had Standout, who ran 2nd and paid $3.50. Cosmic Force actually won the race, but it wouldn't have been a bet for us because we're looking at the 15 plus. And Sydney race 7 we had Shadow Hero, which was odds on, that won. But you'll notice there in Sydney we got a place, we ran a place in all 3 races. In Adelaide we had 2 races. Race 6 we had Shamino at 94 points, so quite highly rated. It came first, paid 460 and 230, and then this race 7 we had Bayou, which ran second and paid 230. And in Perth we had race 4, we had Bunker Buster, which ran unplaced. Melbourne had no races for us, and nor did Brisbane. Okay, so that shows you there. So on that we had we got 650 back on the win. So we had 6 races, so we made a small profit there, but we made quite a good profit, nearly 100% profit return on the place market. So that is how the top 15 worked. And if we look at the top rated for the same weekend, so we look at Sydney, we had the 9 races there, which we had 2 winners only, so a small loss for the win. And in the place getting, we had 6 place getters playing reasonable prices, a lot of them, so we made about nearly a 50% profit on the place side of it. If we go to Caulfield, and this was this had the big guns were all out, striving to get qualified for the Melbourne Cup. We had the Herbert Powers and a few others, the Guineas, and here is the result. We had only the one winner, which paid 420, but we ended up with 5 place getters. So very hard meeting in Caulfield. We only made 420 on the win and 950, so just fell a little bit short of a profit on the place, but well short on the win market. And if we scroll down to Brisbane, Brisbane wasn't a very good day for us. Just a couple of place getters and a winner. So we don't always make champagne. If we look at Morphettville, Morphettville's 3 winners, giving us 1120 profit, 1120 returns, and 320 profit. And in the place market, we had 5 place getters, giving us a small profit there of 1.7. And in Perth, Perth was a bit lean for the place market, as we can see there. Only 2 place getters and a couple of winners there. But this is just backing regardless of the rating, as long as they're top rated. You can look at horses rating under 50, the quality of the ratings drop off. So sometimes 50 is a good cut-off point, is not to go under 50. So there is option. So I hope you enjoyed this short overview of Australian Race Rater. It's a great way to have ratings every day at your fingertips, with the form, everything else like that, fully sortable. So for around just about $1.50 a week, you've got a very valuable tool right at your fingertips. You can access it on your phone, your iPad, or your computer, so it's with you wherever you go with internet connection. This is Steve signing off, saying thanks for sharing this time and watching the overview of Australia Race Rater. The licence is for 1 year, so you get 1 year. As I said, it works out about $1.50 a week to have all that information right at your fingertips. Thank you.